Okay, let's get back to it. You're finished, right? Yep. Logistics network showing nothing. Move your high voltage. I think if I try to vein mine this, it will just take out everything. The energy hatches. Alien wire. Sorry, Enderium. Soft mallet this. It's pointing up. Four amps out. Battery. That way. Build. What? Good. I forgot to order a plug. There we go. That's the outdated power plugs. That is an IV blast furnace. I would like to use the RTM coils, but good enough. That should be red matter. Basically, this can take a full 16 amps HV by itself. Or no. No, I think it's 4 amps. There's red matter. They changed it. Oh no, okay, there's more than one. Oh, that scared me for a second. There's more than one reward. Okay, good. Because you have to be able to, I think the gist is you have to be able to complete pretty much all these before you can even get the key anyway, so it's not really locking you that hard. There's 4 red matter. Just need osmiridium and fight the Gaia. And proof that I went to the net. I already have that. Remind me that there's still more to do. Osmiridian is the next big thing I need to focus on. Hope I have enough. This is where I have to run the IV level chemical reactor. I got to do basically what I just did again. High voltage. I already have the hatches. Need X by itself. Log. Guess I could put it over here. See if I can keep it to the form factor. You need some regular, some signalium. My brain just started running through all the old school alloys, modded alloys. It started with like Magulinian. So you got power, right? Yeah. Hydrochloric acid. What else does this? Just hydrochloric acid. It's got 2 outputs. So residue, I need to run through first a centrifuge, then a chem reactor. The chem reactor, I just need a centrifuge. Okay. For one of those without issue. Yep. Cool. That gets me more platinum sludge residue I don't need. I gotta deal with palladium. Oh yeah, there's still a bunch of platinum sludge left. Now I don't have to use my platinum for Enderium, because I'm getting Enderium for free. There's the high voltage. Perfect. Hit with the hammer. I do like that they came up with different symbols for input and output on the power converters. Should have held it in my inventory. I have the wireless power set only to my hotbar. Still needs battery box and the flux plug. Find spots for other things. That just needs a flux plug. You are being used. Lap these in somewhere. Is not really being used. But I was worried about that. Thanks. Order another tank. I know I passed it. For some reason I just can't see them in that interface very well. Okay, clean that out. Figure out what this actually needs. Just hydrogen. Didn't happen to get hydrogen, but that's all it needs. Hydrogen. It was easy just to extract everything out of there. Okay, there's the flux plug. Four buckets. Yeah, it doesn't quite have enough. Doesn't help that something's wasting acid. The hydrogen from that now. I need to bring some into the system. Is there anywhere else in here that has hydrochloric acid? Guessing not. Got hydro. Want enough to kick this on once at least. I put the flux plug in the wrong place. I can't cut that corner. So I came over here. Now that's gotten distilled. Osmium tetrachlor... Tetra... of iridium metal residue. I need to insert it over here. Need a filter. Otherwise, this is going to get filled with a lot of other stuff. Or no, this isn't what's supposed to get it. That's part 2. Find. Got to deal with the osmium. Which also needs hydrogen, but that just turns to water. Trying to get all the useful chemicals to stay in here. So waiting, there it is, centrifuge. The exact same issue. Kind of be sneaky here. There. Fix it before it fills up with dumb stuff. What does this need? This needs to... Oh, it's a dry process. Never mind. Item. Yeah, iridium metal mixture. Why am I doing this on green? Back into this mess. Yeah, I need this other one. I am out of conduit. I need to order more. Okay, so then this comes from here and goes into here. Wait. 30 hydrogen, or 3K hydrogen. Why aren't you running? Oh, I didn't attach you to power. I need to go extract always active, and that should hopefully put you back in here. Now I just got to figure out the loop. How much do I need to add to the system? And I need a barrel for iridium. There's so little item conduit here. It's all fluid, and I keep forgetting that. Okay. I'll have to get a provider for it. Gonna do this here. Iridium chloride. Goes over there. Cycles. This again. Oh, a little bit of hydrochloric and water. Water going somewhere? Guess so. Edge. Hydrogen. I think I probably just had to bring it in from the outside. Which means I should move this on top and that at the wrong timing. Put a request pipe in front of it. Need a fluid requester pipe. Wire. There. Gotta get rid of. The only thing still that needs an out right now is the osmium tetrachloride, which also needs hydrogen. All right. 1 sec. I gotta step away. I get the... Yep. I feel like I'm overtaxing the power in this area. If I put any more in here. It's being slow. Needs hydrogen. Breaking even. It's hard to tell. Gotta deal with palladium. Acid for this loop. Worried if I unclog this loop, it's just gonna suck power like nobody's business. Not. I think I have all of the hydrochloric acid. That's good. Seems to be cycling fine. Without added. But this processes twice. Get the iridium. That makes 4. 6. 4 makes 3. Okay, that makes 3. Then this, I guess, makes the other one right? Yeah. Okay, so the process breaks even. I'm looking at this correctly. So I shouldn't really need to add hydrochloric acid to the, or at least this part of the system. Need to do the osmium because I need osmiridium. Three to one. So the actual play here. 5. 2. 2 from that. Equal amounts was so for each time this whole system cycles, I should be getting 1 iridium and 1 osmium. But the ratio for osmiridium is 3 to 1. So I need 3 times more this than that, but this is an equal process. That means unless I use osmium by itself, I'll always have a third that doesn't go towards osmir, or 2/3 that go towards that don't go towards osmiridium. What else can osmium be used for? It's an LUV wire. I'll probably have to use it later then. And if it's got screws, oh yeah, straight up as rotor blades. I mean, they wear out pretty fast, but the efficiency and power are pretty good. Yeah. Okay. I think I just need to barrel these and then process them. Don't like that. Mm. Do I bring in more power and stuff more machines in here? Provider pipe to this pyrite, just so I have it. If nothing else, I need at least 4 provider pipes. Depending on which ways I finalize this build. Sorry, I'm a bit of a deliberator. I like to hem and haw over stuff. Smiling insane. Slamming these weird builds together. That does cycle. Self-clean. That creates some hydrogen gas, but I think used somewhere else right. I mean, it's not this, right? Or no, it is that, isn't it? Same thing. Yeah. It's actually equalized because I only set this to 10, right? Yeah. Bring this down to. Okay, so that's all correctly piped. So how am I going to go about adding to this? To get more stuff out of it. Need more hydrogen. With an here. Actually, says this chem reactor can't handle both. If I do that, just need a place for osmium dust to go. Nope, I already got my key out. Lock that. Got this again. That doesn't work. Go around the outside. That needs to catch up on the osmium. I just have the palladium left. I just need to barrel the sludge. I'm not going to care about it. Maybe if I make a new build, I will. Slap a void on it and call it good. Then all I have the last thing I have of this process is the damn palladium. Processing does it need again? Hydrochloric acid, 5-1, and then chloride. But that just... Okay, so that also does not use... That's a... hydrochloric acid 0 process. Sort of. Hydrochloric acid. Electrolyte. Yeah, I guess just slam that in here too. Worst case scenario, this place runs out of power. Chem reactor. Electrolyzer. That's for the palladium. At least one more barrel to bring the palladium out. And that's platinum sludge finished. What? That's platinum, rhodium, ruthenium, iridium, osmium, palladium. All from soaking a copper derivative in nitric acid. Eating away at it with aqua regia. You can't create platinum group sludge. Create calliope ore. And create raw platinum powder, but all that does is get you chlorine. Waiting. Yeah. Does need chlorine gas. Somewhere here I can pull chlorine out of. Stick a tank over here. There. Didn't realize I was running low on chlorine. Sodium sulfate in it. Oh, and it's hot. Rhodium sulfate. Your rhodium sulfate. Come on, come back over here. Damn it. Fluid. Filter. Fluid provider. I just know that I'm running out of chlorine in the rest of the factory. Even though I make infinite of it, I don't make enough of it. Any extra added to the factory right now helps. They're waiting on those things. I'm going to put them over here. Figure out what they need. Okay. Platinum. Okay, it needs to go in the chem reactor first with hydrochloric acid. By hydrochloric, I mean like a bucket. Two. This back in here. Those two. Cycle back and forth. Okay. Do this. No, I can't do this the easy way. Damn it. Well, I can. Okay. I can make this its own circuit. Another chest. Or barrel. There. Just going to say extract blue, insert blue. But I'll put a filter on it. Then blue. Actually, I don't need a filter because I can just do this. Thing comes out of here that's not. Okay. So now I actually need the opposite. I need this to be the last stop. So we'll try to put the palladium in there. Whatever I can't put in here, we'll put in here. Which should be the ammonia chloride. Or in this pack. Figure out if I can. This system needs. I think I bring in ammonium chloride over here. Or ammonia. I make ammonia. Could I put a fluid filter over here and insert it? Save myself some time. Yeah. Get it wrong, don't I? I could just go pick it up. Wow, I'm stuck. That is actually, it's just too low to get under and too high to get over. Or it's just this is 2 blocks, or this is enough to get a person through, but not enough so they can get over this. Funny. Low priority. off for now. I want to see if the system needs outside ammonia because there's a lot of ammonia sitting over there technically. Add it to the... Add another one. Need fluid. Put this here. Stir, insert to hydrochloric. Stinks. Can't do that. Auto extract. There's no guarantee that the hydrochloric acid will come over here. Just, no, that produces water now too. Damn it. Platinum sludge a guarantee. But it's not equal to what they... I want to have to do all the math. See if I can run these through each other. That should be by the factory. Okay, we got to take a break here while I work on pondering this some more. Okay, how am I going to solve this? Because this is literally the last thing I need. And this build is done unless I find issues. I could make one hydrochloric acid tank. Fill it up. I think I just need more hydrochloric acid in the system. This be slightly higher priority for hydrochloric acid. Produces, yeah, it doesn't produce any liquids. Damn it. I'm gonna grab that. Okay, now that's cycling. Until this fills up. But I also need to add this. I still need more ammonia. Because I'm low on hydrochloric acid. System's low on hydrochloric acid because I've been low on chlorine. I've been voiding all this chlorine without really caring about it. Plus gets over here. But everywhere else has a pipe. I don't want everything, all the hydrochloric acid I can to come over here. That will also sure up this thing. I'm half tempted to throw another crash. I need fluid. Set to -20. Yeah. There we go. And then I need a disconnection upgrade. All that to try to just get the most hydrochloric acid out of this build. It looks like it's all stuck on hydrochloric acid. Stuck in palladium right now. I'm going to all the buckets from there and see if I can get here to start with. The others can pull it from the other system. It's on round robin, isn't it? Really hate that that's a thing. Not that just doesn't have enough hydrogen. That mean it's caught up on most of the most of iridium. Yeah, there's some actually there's some hydrochloric acid right there. Stuck. Oh, I still gotta hook up maybe I have to set the insert. Item insert raw palladium. I didn't connect it yet. All that worry and I didn't even connect it yet. There we go. Now it's getting the palladium too. Now this is all processing. Do I have voiding on here? Is there anything that I think I need? Copper, no. Carbon, no. Sulfur, no. That's all stuff I don't think I need anywhere else right now, and if I do, I can just make it. The reason I'm low on hydrochloric acid is because I'm low on chlorine in the rest of the factory. I've been making it from brine. And I've been using a lot too much brine to make. Too much of my brine has been going towards my near infinite redstone. If I could scale out, I could production, but I find a better one. But now the excess chlorine from here is getting put out there too to turn back into hydrochloric acid. It's a good thing. I think I'm ready to call this build just as is for now. Hopefully I will never have to step foot in here again. Oh, I forgot. No, I provided that. Never mind. Everything that's important in here is provided, right? Yep, looks like it. Special materials, this one, that one. Yeah. Let it run as is. Besides the Osmeridian in the future here to get IV established. Don't think I have deal with that. And that checks another thing off my list. Steel RTM, an IV machine. Stellar alloy cable. Stellar alloy blend. The Stardust, Flux, Black Quartz. Yeah, have most of that. Oh yeah, that was an assembly line. The last major chunk of this pack. Really have one dimension left. Just got to go to Aurelia. Right? Base, Aurelia. Need to go deal with the Chaos Dragon. Good for that. Oh, Platinum. IV cable. One dimension to go. One required dimension to go, I should say. I think there's still a few more I can check out. And then I need to finish all the quests I've passed and get all these quests done. Luckily, I've done most of them, except for the multi-smelter. But I need to go back through every chapter and see about completing everything. And let's see, besides power, the big hurdle is draconium, neutronium, affinity, chaos cores, 2, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 major challenges. The rest of these I think I can get done pretty easily as I progress through the tech levels. Finish this one. I can actually do this one now, and I already have flux sensors. That's the one from, I think this is final. Yeah, this is ZPM. This is the last circuit you make in the game, if I remember correctly. Circuitry of Doom. Oh, that's not even on here. Oh, never mind, ZPM's here. This is the last circuit you make in the game, the wetware mainframe. I thought that would have been here. He's even used for. Oh, the LU. You need. Oh, there's a circuit board for the LUVs. Okay, it was tripping me up because they're circuit shaped, but no, they're actually a underlayment or whatever you call it. Barium cuprate wire. Ugh, fuck. And then I gotta make the advanced surface mounts to make the chromium doped wafers. Blocks of silicon, neutronium ingot, gallium arsenide, xenon. Definitely getting into the late game stuff. Yeah, I'm in EV. I'm working on power still, and I'm creeping into IV. but it's low voltage, medium voltage, high voltage, extreme voltage, insane voltage. Is this supposed to be low ultimate voltage? Then 0 point module. Ultimate voltage. For this, ultimate. Is there anything else I want to poke at? Got that project done. Gets me to the osmiridium. I can make that for the Aurelia relic. Put that on the list. I don't know why. But I need to be running at LUV. So there's the next thing. I need to really start teching up in power and tech. I won't even be able to make the osmiridium until my blast furnaces can run LUV, which is after IV. I have to be able to make at least IV level hatches correctly. What do I need for an IV hatch? No. Hatch. Source, laser, target. All this laser stuff. No, IV energy hatch. Wrong one. Insane voltage. Do need an IV assembler. Lowest level IV circuit. The mainframe. These things. Mounts, RAM, annealed copper wire. Okay, so I can make those now. I just need the HV. Got the circuits. Okay, here's the iridium. Got that. Oh, that's also got to be an HV. Okay, I got to be able to make HV machines. What else do I need in here? Platinum. Tungsteel, which I've already got. I'll have to. Tungsten, tungsteel. I'll probably need to go set up a bunch more processing. Actually, that's what I want to do. I want to be able to get EV processing for tungsten. Guess that's the next step. Processing did I set up? It was tungslate, wasn't it? Which cube was it? That was platinum sludge. I put it in here with the uranium and magic stuff. Yeah, this is tungslate. I have 7 stacks. I was able to ore double it, so I could bring UU matter in here, double it again. If I also brought a crucible in here, I could double it again. I think I leave this here, start building in the new system a new tungsten. How much UU matter did I get from the chickens? Didn't I? I got stuck on a visible, what do you call it? Tank. Yeah, so right now this is full of deuterium, which is fine. I don't really need that stuff all that much. Yeah, over here is Dew of the Void, making me UU matter. So 137 buckets. Yeah, something. Tungsten. Yeah, mostly in the end. So it's um liquid starlight, mana and life essence, blazing pyrotheum, UU matter chem bath. Oh, it's so little. Okay, never mind. It's not that much. But these machines still are gonna hold like a bucket or 64 buckets. And then put it in a crucible, you get double that. And when you run this through, you basically get 64 per item. But I need to set up the Essentia part of the A system. I could get so much tungsteel, I shouldn't need to care about it. I also don't think there's a way to get tungsten. That's in game. That's the right way to get it. That's annoying. Carbide, RTM alloy, tungsten dust. These are all why. Yeah, those are all alloys. Piles. Nope, that's just normal recycling. All piles. Normal recycling. So no. The only way to get this stuff is either by matter creation or infinity eggs or matter creation, infinity eggs, or the ore. Or. Saying it, I just wasn't paying attention that I was saying it. Infinity chickens are LUV only. Think, well, the awakened draconium. I gotta make these, but I can. I can make crystal clusters. Blood orb. Yeah. Don't really get anything that interesting for that. Alright, trying to figure out my new plans of attack here. Go fight Chaos Dragons. Box. That's going to take a lot of work. Had access to these. But yeah, I can't tell LUV. Glitch hearts are easy. Stem cell. HV. Yeah, actually I could make stem cells. That's already making this stuff to make food. I'm just not making it constant enough to actually make a ton of stem cells. Right. And the neural processing faceplate. I'll just have to go mine tungsten and build a better system for it. Glad I got all this Enderium though. I'm here. Let's lock some of these up. There, they all have one open slot. Looks like I was over by 2. Which is that? Because this one back here is an EV. That's 8. 8 for three chicken. That doesn't math good. I dislike that. It's probably not. It's probably 9 or not 9. 7, which still doesn't math very great. All the chrome. Something that I can't see. Better. I mean, like I said, I got a decent enough amount for now, but it could be even better. And it looks like by how much tungsten I'm going to need for the future, it's probably for the better. Also, lucky yet. Nope. I think also looking into scrap production. Another thing I'm going to look at. Broken yet. Still going. Oh, because I turned them off. Oh, is this dead? Yes. All this just ran really out of power. Yeah. Okay, I need to turn this back on. I'll kick back on again. This will kick back on again. Build up steam. Get to. And 95 buckets. Not awful. Yeah, those did run out of power. They just sound like they're still going. It's got a lot of uranium to chew through. Durability left. These are, well, these are all going to be dead by the time I come back next week. I should put up a void for storage bus. Or no, it needs to be a fluid storage bus. Better if I go back over to the other base. At least, or program it into the system. So it's a fluid storage bus. That's low priority. What works? Because then it will go to the cells first, and then if it can't go in the cells, it will go to the trash. Set up overflow systems in a food storage. The system knows all that. Just make sure I have all the buses. Now I have fluid import. I have the pointy one. Export. Back. Yeah, I don't have I don't have import. Fluid import. Storage. What else? For items. Just storage. Item import bus and item export bus. For that, I need more crafting tables. And I should grab more crafting pipe too. Stretch real quick. What else do I need? important. I guess I could teach a capacity card. Can I make Certus Quartz? Yes. Yeah. Big crafting card, maybe redstone card. Da, da, da. Us. Might have to read some documentation on A2 unofficial extended life. See what all their stuff exactly does. I've been kind of using it, but I don't know if I'm using it correctly. Okay, I need item export. That's the next thing I need to focus on. There we go. There's all the important buses. The crafting cards or the cards I want. I think next week is finally starting to finalize the ME system. Well, starting to make the ME system. Okay, what else can I think of? Do I think I need right now, and what fits in a crafting table? Do any spatial stuff? We have patterns. The magic one called magic add-on for Atomic Energistics. Chromium quartz. I do need to set up. Get the most bang for your buck with that. Feels not that bad. I need to figure out how I'm going to set up a auto crafting system with Bombcraft. Remind me to work on Thaumcraft stuff. That. Is there anything else? Fusion provider. Oh, only MV. That the. I'll have to look into that. That's probably the. Oh, damn it. That's probably for this stuff to do crafting recipes. Not hard. Annoying. So, back to the old place for now. I am going to call it here. 10 hours of streaming. Well, thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.